Tēnā koutou. Joe asked me to talk about my career in the art world, which really happened by chance. I'd been pursuing a hospitality career in Sydney for a couple of years, which took an alarming turn. I woke up one day and realised that I was drinking more Bollinger than the guests, and that work had just become a way of filling in the evening before the real party started. So back in Auckland with my tail between my legs, I didn't really know where to start. But through a friend, I was offered a job at an art gallery in Parnell. Sounded all right. I ended up running that gallery for 8 years, and it ignited a love of art, and I sort of learned how to look at art. The gallery was a good commercial business that provided a great learning ground and a well-rounded knowledge of art and of the deal. Even 20 years ago, the main sort of job that was available to women in the art world was as a gallery assistant. You certainly weren't the owner or the director. After all, art equals money, and that's men's business. The art world really is driven by money, and it's dominated by men. However, the pendulum is slowly swinging, just as it is for many other industries. As for my career, it kind of potted along until in 2007 we opened Art and Object. Our little startup was exhilarating, really fun, and very hard work. And in a stroke of good fortune, people even came to the auctions and bought things. The rest is history, and over the past 10 years we've grown A&O to be the most successful art auction house in New Zealand, with year-on-year growth taking us to our annual turnover, which is about $13 million worth of art at auction per year. An auction house is a really commercial business. It's the sort of dirty money side of the industry. And I've found that career satisfaction has come from seeking out other areas of the art world to be involved with. In 2009, I attended the Venice Biennale. We joined the Patrons Group, which fundraises to be able to help the artist fully make their project. Little did I know then that by 2013 I'd be the chair of that group, and that I would, in the name of art, have to return to Venice many times. It's a fascinating project to work on, with the thrill and complications of exhibiting major art installations in that most magical city. In 2017, the New Zealand at Venice Trust raised over $500,000 in support of Lisa Rehana's exhibition Emissaries, and 150 of my closest friends came to Venice with me. That could be you too. In 2019, see me after. It's true to say that I feel that I enjoy the feeling of making a contribution in a voluntary way. I was very fortunate to attend a school where the values of service, excellence, and community were words to live by, and they hold true for me today. I've been doubly fortunate to be in a position to lend my time and often my financial support to museums and other organisations that I choose to champion. I know it kind of sounds trite, but it really is true, that for a little more than you spend on coffee, you can support a museum or a gallery where you'll be welcomed, learn something, and forge unexpected friendships. What have I learnt over the past 20 years working in the art business? I've learnt that it's possible to make a career out of something that you're passionate about. I've learnt that it's not enough to be a nice person with good networking skills. Running your own business is complicated, and I've had to learn to be tougher than I would like at times. People often ask me how I have time to fit in the extra things I do, and my response is always the same. Life is short, and I would like mine to be rich and varied with friendships and experiences. As women, we want to have it all: family, friends, and a career, but sometimes these things don't sit comfortably together. It's tough for all of us working out how to get it right. I've been fortunate, like Joe, to have the support of a husband who is home a lot. It was me mentioning the husband. But teaching him how to prepare the evening meal seems to be a 20-year work in progress. I've learned not to worry how people may perceive me, but to go on trying to put my best foot forward with honesty and integrity. But crucially, I've learned that doing something for others and putting yourself out there to be available for an experience can bring rewards greater than you may have ever imagined. Thank you.